Hey, welcome to Lone Aspen. I'm Jeff.
No, I'm Chris. We're going to be talking some more about backpacks in this video and some of the features we like on them. One being the material. The material on our packs is a bit tougher than most traditional packs out there, just because what we do, and we're mostly off trail. Most of the packs out there are designed for on trail and more for lightweightness than rugged abrasion resistance. So we go with a more rugged material, like 1000D, more like military packs, because we're off trail, crashing through trees and bushes and going down uneven terrain and falling and sliding down rocks and things of that nature. So yeah, we will look for something a bit tougher that's not going to get shredded apart. Guess it's going to weigh more, but depends what you're doing.
I could handle 500D with a little less molly webbing than what he's got, but these are good packs. I had a lot of commercial backpacks and they just fell apart on me.
Mm-hmm. Another great thing to have is front-loading panels, which means one whole face of the pack unzips, and then you have access to all the contents.
What an awesome feature. That's one of the great innovations of backpacking, I think, in the last 10 years. And I think it's a shame more manufacturers don't make a pack like that. Now, you may be concerned that you say, well, if all the contents of my pack are contingent on that zipper holding up, it may seem a little shaky to some of you. Man, I've owned 3 packs by 2 different manufacturers like that, and I've stood on that panel to get that zipper zipped, never blown a zipper, use those packs, beat those packs. How great to just open your pack up and you can just reach right in and grab anything. It's awesome.
Another thing is we don't use backpacks as much as we have modular systems, which means we have either a frame or a base rucksack type pack that you attach other things onto. A lot of the commercial packs out there, it's a pre-set up. You got your bag with all the pouches and pockets all built into one thing. We like to have it modular so we can adjust it to whatever the scenario is we find ourselves in. So you have your main thing, and then you just attach whatever appropriate pouches are onto it. If I'm going out for just a day hike, maybe all I do is pop off the pod that holds my sleeping bag. If I'm going out overnight, all I do is attach that on there. It's very simple than repacking your bag in all sorts of different ways. Another thing to have on one of those pouches that would attach to your main pouch is one that comes off and has some type of shoulder straps on it. Yeah. What that is good for is for you get to camp, you set down your main bag, you don't feel like carrying everything with you. You just pull off the little one and then you go with that. Instead of getting to camp, dumping all your stuff out, packing some things in your big bag, and then trying to properly secure those items and take off with your big pack on. You just get there, pop off your small one, and go.
Yeah, climbers and mountaineers will recognize that. We call it a summit pack. And hunters have a similar concept too, where you have your ruck that's on you that has all your hunting equipment in it, and then in the truck you usually have an external frame pack that you actually haul the meat out with. Yeah, just having an extra backpack. I mean, as always, we advise you keep your most important essentials in your many pockets on your clothing. But yeah, having just a little extra stuff on you is always good. And a little pack's a very handy thing to have.
Mm-hmm. Another thing to talk about is hip pouches. The ones I have attached on mine right now pretty much hold water containers, my canteens. You could have other little pockets on there though for whatever you're out doing, really. If you're hunting and you want your binoculars, if you're bird watching and you want your camera, it's just nice to have easy on-the-move access to certain items that you're carrying on your backpack, so you don't have to stop and take it off to get in there, because that turns out to be a huge hassle.
Yeah, and that's the thing where I was talking in another video. Sometimes I see guys with what I call a bat belt, and you can't wear a bat belt with a properly fitted backpack, and that's where these come in. I can jam a lot of stuff in these little things. An interesting thing about what Chris is saying about molly webbing, it may or may not have actually originated with the climbing community, and they called it daisy chain, and you'd hook beaners on it. But at any rate, you have pals and molly webbing, and even if I own a commercial backpack these days, I would sew some webbing on there so I could attach hip pouches to it, because having your stuff accessible, is just pretty much self-explanatory, really, and I'm surprised that more commercial manufacturers are not doing it. Though in the last 5 years, we've seen a major crossover in the military and hiking communities in gear design, especially in boots and packs and clothing, and I'm glad to see that, and I hope they keep that up. Another thing to talk about is I mentioned in another video that a pack has a frame, end of story. External, internal frame doesn't matter to me. I like both of them. Now, the traditional internal frame backpack has an aluminum stay, which is about 1/4 inch by, say, 1/2 inch or 5/8. It runs the length of the pack. If you can pull yours out, sometimes I'd pull them out and stand up straight and have a friend put the stay up against your back, and you can bend that little piece of aluminum. It's okay to customize your backpack and make it fit you. Now, you don't have to go as crazy as Chris and I. These are semi-custom backpacks, pretty much tailor-made to fit us. They have carbon fiber stays in them. An interesting thing about carbon fiber stays is it harkens back to the external frame pack a little bit, in that it twists and it bends. The carbon fiber bends in a way that aluminum stays won't, and it gives you that feel of the old external frame backpack that when you twist, the pack kind of twists with you. Very nice stuff. I've gone a slightly different direction than Chris. I had 2 packs that were front panel loaders, and as far as a full-blown ruck, that is just the best design ever. Nice compression straps, everything. Compression straps on packs are very important too. But I've gone with the ancient design of a backpack in the end, and hunters will definitely recognize this as simply what you call a pack frame. For thousands of years, a backpack was really just basically this, that you could strap anything to, and you weren't limited to a cubic inches. And that's exactly what I do with this. I have many little doodads. I have a chair attachment, and sometimes I'll strap this thing to a tree and use it as a chair. I'll haul wood from one location back to campsite. I can haul rocks to build a fire pit from one location back to campsite. I'll haul my 7-gallon water container down from the creek. It's just a big blue water container, I can haul it back to the truck. You can haul groceries, anything you want with a setup like this. You're not limited by any size. Pack frames are still made. A really slick advanced pack frames like this, I've only seen a couple being made currently, but hunters have had them for a long time, and it is your universal flatbed hauling design for backpacks, and personally I absolutely love it. And things attached to this, basically it's limited only by your imagination with all these little loops, but this one happens to have what you might call an M-clip. It's not brand specific, but anything Chris has can attach to my pack, or anything for that matter that takes this, including just a strap. I could just strap things to this pack. What a great idea. Makes for a fairly light pack. Like Chris was saying earlier, as far as weight, this pack weighs about 3.5 pounds right now before I start strapping stuff to it. So all of those little pouches and stuff do add up, and our pack's empty maybe 7 to 11 pounds depending on where we're going and what we're doing. I think that pretty much covers it for the features of backpacks that we've come to look for over the years. Hope you found this video informative. Feel free to get a hold of us. Thanks for stopping by.